What is up, guys? It's Verns back here again with another Supercoach video. This time, we're going to go be through our NBL trades heading into round 18. Look, honestly, the reason I wanted to do this video is more or less I actually did my 100th video on the last one, and I didn't really shout that out. It's sort of like the 200 subs. I seem to always miss it by a video. So I thought I would just sort of make this to be like, yeah, look, I've made that 100 video milestone, and I thought that was pretty dope. So yeah, I'm pretty just excited about all the content we've been doing and all the content we're doing with the Supercoach Hub at the moment. And I'm really glad to be a part of this community. Honestly, just loving it. It's once a week. Usually, just throw out the update. Now with the NBL, it's sort of all year long. We're getting the updates on how I'm traveling. But I've had a lot of fun doing it, and just a huge thanks to everyone that's tuned into these videos, that has subscribed to the channel for their consistent injections of Supercoach content, and just honestly just the chatter I get as well. I love when people are talking to me in the comments, through Discords, through Twitter. I've just loved it all. So yeah, look, I thought I would do a quick trades video just to talk about my trades, because I did make an adjustment to what I did in the last video, and I thought it was pretty important to actually talk about that, just to give a bit of reasoning, because it is obviously different. But yeah, we'll jump on into that. Just for anyone that is interested in contacting and talking and having a bit of chatter with me, you can just jump down to my description. You will find my X link there. And for anyone that is going to be doing AFL Supercoach in the coming season, if you do stick around, I will have a little special gift for us there. So give me a moment and we will jump on in. As you will see, I actually am wearing my headset today. The reason I am wearing this headset is purely just I wanted to test it out. Look, my old headset. Just show you my old headset.
What are those?
That's right. You can actually see like the point basically coming out of it, maybe on a better angle, like sort of like that. This thing used to jam into the side of my head when I was on the Supercoach Hub podcast, whenever I gamed with mates. And honestly, I swear my head was bleeding. So if you ever saw me fidgeting with my headset in the Supercoach Hub podcast, that was why. It wasn't the cleanest. I mean, it just didn't feel good in my head. But yeah, since I have a new headset now that I got for Christmas, I was just like, oh, might as well test it out. Haven't really tried the mic, so let's just add it to the video and see if it's nice and clean. And I hope it is for you. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, we will jump back to the Supercoach. Yes, let's see here. So we've got Jack McVeigh coming in instead of Cheatham. Now, that might seem a little bit crazy to people. Look, this captaincy on Crawford, I'm actually probably not going to keep. I just was kind of experimenting with that a little. He's been quite good against Adelaide previously, but I do think he's shown that his upside at absolute best case scenario was a 71, and he's more likely to plateau towards this 50 to 60. Sorry, 72. We've had a 60 there. 49s, 53. Yeah, it's unlikely he's going to hit the heights that I really want. Yes, he's had a few monster games in the past, but look, it's not quite what I want. I want to be a little bit different, but I'm like, look, that's probably just going to lose me points overall over Kel, who's been super consistent and is almost 65 minimum. So I'm going to just chuck it back on Kel. Now, the reasoning for Jack McVeigh, at the end of the day, if we did play Clark on field, sorry, if I kept Cheatham, I would have played Clark on field. So it's one less person on the double. And the way I've worked this out to be more total points is moving Clark to the bench. Let's just say that's half a score that I am losing with this play, because Clark's going to the bench. We're not getting his full score. We're getting half a score. We're not getting Cheatham's half a score, because he would be on the bench in this case. But Jack McVeigh being on field means that we get two full scores. So 2 degree getting minus 2 half scores for plus 1 full score. Sorry, plus 2 full scores. It's basically a net positive of 1 extra game. Now, next week rolls around. Let's bounce back to Cheatham. It means that I'm getting. It means that instead of having to trade out 3 of these players in the double this week, I have to trade out 4. So it does mean that I'm going to have 1 extra person on the single next week. But what that would mean is that instead of getting a double on my bench, I'm going to get a single on my bench. So the double's only really worth 1 game because it's on the bench, where the single's worth half a game. So if we add those together, Jack McVeigh gets a double game this week, and then we're going to get half a game from one of these 4 next week. So 2.5, you could say. This week we're going to get the minus half a game for Clark, minus half a game for Cheatham. But then we're only getting really +1 because it's a double game on the bench, so it's only one extra game from there, so that equals 2. So to a degree, with this move, we're getting half a game more total points. And that's sort of how I've worked that out to be like, this is actually a better total points play for me to make this. And that's what we're chasing at the end of the day, total points. It might be less points next week, but it's going to be more points this week, and I think the net positive from that, it's going to be more total points. And that's why I've made this decision to move in an extra I guess, Tasmanian player for this round. Now, obviously, this still can bite me in the butt. Jack McVeigh comes out, 220s, puts down 40 points. Cheatham comes out, Clark comes out, they drop 40 points in a single. It's a net negative no matter what, basically, at that point. Like, it's not going to be worth it. I'm basically banking on Jack McVeigh to do more damage than they will do. Hopefully, he can get towards maybe that 50 mark. Hopefully, both of those get towards maybe a 30 mark or so. And that's going to be pretty good net positive from that situation. But yeah, as I said, just player-wise, technically it's an extra half a player's score that I'm going to get doing this. So yeah, just wanted to keep you all updated with my decisions and why I've made that decision. Because if I just went ahead and tweeted this, everyone would sort of see this and be like, oh, okay, well, you've made the change. Clearly you've worked it out, but like, how exactly did you work it out? And that's just the logic I've used for those trades. But yeah, so look, I will be giving you guys something now if you have stuck around towards the end of the video. Once again, always appreciate those that stick around to the end. Obviously appreciate those that just like, subscribe, but doesn't matter if you don't do any of that. If you stick around, I just appreciate you being here. So you guys know who you are. You're always here, and I love you for it. But we will be giving out a league code for my first Vern's YouTube league. So feel free to jump in here. It's taking a little while to load. I maybe should have pre-prepped it. Here we go. So if you guys are ready, that's right. Get your pens ready. Or just get ready to just pause the video in half a second. But it will just be simply 364994. Now, just to make things easier for people, I will just quickly put that on a notepad so that you can see it on the screen. But it was 364994. So that will be the code. And yes, this is what my desktop looks like. For those that know Tower of God, you know my boy. If Joe is here for some random reason, Joe, you know. But yeah, anyway, till next time, guys. I appreciate you all for tuning on in. And I guess I'll catch you probably for the round review. Okay, just for the end of the video, guys, my mic did just die on my headset, which was really unfortunate. So I just wanted to say that, yeah, I wasn't going to be doing the Supercoach Hub this week, unfortunately. I will make sure to get my NBL weekly review out on the Sunday so that you don't miss that. But till next time, guys, I appreciate y'all. Peace. Later.